Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of November, right through to the end of December 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisces, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. And of course, you'll see that I'm in a different environment than usual. I've just gone to my family for a couple of weeks and I'll be back in my usual space after that. So let's tap into your energy and let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to know regarding their career and money situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to be aware of regarding finances and their career sector? Can you please highlight to them what they are meant to be aware of at this time? Okay, so looking at your overarching energy, I can see there is some radical change going on in your career sector, but I feel like it's going to free you up a little bit more. Some of you may even be thinking about leaving a position in order to embark on something that you've been working on as a sideline in secret. For some of you, it could be that you've been putting your resume out there looking for new opportunities, but ultimately I see a lot of you changing the way that you work. Okay, so whether you're thinking about leaving a position or not, I definitely see that a lot of you are transforming the way that you work so you can feel more free. I feel there is an energy here of holding yourself to like a higher standard. You're the sort of person you don't like to coast. I feel like there's a very ambitious energy here. Before I've even got your cards, I feel this energy of being super focused, paying lots of attention to detail right now, and I feel like you are trying to, reignite your passion for whatever it is that you do. And you're very goal-oriented as well over the next coming weeks and months. I see that you'll celebrate a win, that's for sure. But there is 2 opportunities here for you to celebrate. We'll tap into that in a moment. And for some of you, if you're currently out of work, some of you with that death card there, it could mean that a role came to an end, or you left a position, or you were made redundant. Before you've come to this reading, I only see it as if you have just come to this reading and this has happened, because the death card can indicate that something has changed within your working environment and you may have left a position and you're looking for new. So if you're currently out of work and you're looking for a new role, I actually see a role coming in that will really celebrate your skill set. So you'll be able to migrate those skills, and I feel like you'll be championed in this role, and there's a lot of growth there as well. So I feel like this is a time for you being seen. And I feel there are maybe 2 opportunities coming towards you that you'll have to choose from if you're out of work. I see that one, it's almost like a role where you will definitely have the skill set. I feel like your resume, as soon as you put your resume out there for this one, it's yours. But I feel you will interview twice for it, is what I see. I mean, there is 2 positions here, so I feel you could go up for 2 roles, but one of them you feel like you're at home. It feels like you fit with this company, or for some of you, you're launching your own business and you're becoming your own boss. So I definitely see that it's going to be very lucrative for you. And it's very successful. You have the World card here as well as the 6 of Wands. So if you are an entrepreneur, I see a lot of success around you at this time. I want you to be aware of that. But if you're currently looking for a role, a new role, I feel like there's one coming in for you and you will celebrate this opportunity. For some of you, it comes in as we start to close out the year, is what I'm seeing, because the World card is there. So it could be that something that you secure, but then you won't start it until 2025. But a lot of you, it may be that you come in for like a training period at the end of 2024, or you actually do a couple of days at the end of the year before you actually fully establish yourself in this new role in 2025. So that's coming out there. Let's dive into each card. For the majority of you who are currently in a role and you're wondering how it's going, the transformation card indicates that there are some changes going on in your industry. Now, for some of you, there could be someone who has been at the firm. If you work for a company, they could be leaving, okay? And I feel some of you will note that they are leaving to either form their own company. If they are at a certain rank, like they are CEO of the company they work for some of you, they could be retiring and there's a reshuffle going on. So new roles will be delegated and there's opportunities for you to move into higher ranks in your role. But if there is someone actually leaving the company to go and form their own company, I see there is a potential to be headhunted here for you. So that's a nice opportunity, but you may have to choose between staying where you are or going off and working for this new endeavor. Either one you choose will be very lucrative for you, but you have to ask yourself which one has the potential growth for you. And I feel a lot of you, because the World card is present, there's a lot of success. You're very goal-oriented, very productive this month. I feel you're going to go towards a role that really celebrates your skill set, okay? There's a lot of growth here for you. Now, for the rest of you, especially if you're an entrepreneur, there could be some really important things that you're focusing on this month, like finalizing contracts, service providers, contracts coming to an end, for example. So it could be that you're looking at other products or other service providers to take you into 2025 at a lesser price, getting a discount or a better deal on products or services or goods that you may utilize for your business. But also, this is about transforming the way that you work. I feel like you're doing something that you love. You have the Queen of Cups here, which indicates you are valuing your skill set and you're looking at reciprocity. You have new ideas that you want to diversify with. So if you are an entrepreneur, I see these new ideas really taking shape and being very successful indeed. So if you're a creative person and you have written a new song, or you've got a new piece of art, or you are launching a new line of jewelry, or perhaps you're someone who makes tarot cards or something, or perhaps you're someone who creates something online. Whatever it is, I feel like your endeavors are going to be very successful. Okay, so please apply it to your situation. But the Death card in the protagonist energy indicates something within you has changed and something big is ending. This is the Death card, right? So it can indicate either you're thinking about the end of the year and what you want to do next. So it's about strategizing for your plans ahead. I feel like there's an energy here of you being very meticulous about details, okay? Now, you didn't get the Devil card, but I'm being given by my guides, the devil is in the details, okay? So I feel for some of you, and whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are in a company, you work for someone else, I feel there's an error that will be discovered, okay? So I feel this devil in the details is all about being meticulous, that you'll be spot on and you will either discover an error or something that was hidden that you were not meant to see, and it's the cause of someone else is what I see there. So if you have booked an order from a service provider, for example, they could make an error and you may call them to task on it. You'll find a solution to it, of course, but I feel this is about you getting ahead. You're the sort of person, you're here to get the job done and you're super productive in the next coming weeks or months, but I see some of you may pick up or spot an error and it feels like someone else did it, but it almost feels like you come to the fore and you challenge it, but at the same time you find a solution for it, so you kind of win the day. Okay, that's coming out there as well. Now, the Death card signals something big is ending for you. Some of you, I feel, and because the High Priestess is there, maybe I shouldn't say it, because the High Priestess is all about secrets. So it can be that you are waiting for bonus time and then you're deciding to put in your, notice. You may be going elsewhere. Some of you have been searching for alternative opportunities, and if you haven't found one just yet, I do see one coming in. There's an energy of promotion around you. So the next opportunity that comes towards you it's higher rank, and it also utilizes your intelligence and your strategy and your organizational skills. And some of you may even doubt your organization skills, but I see that you really come to the fore over the next coming weeks, and I feel like you are tapped for some sort of win or celebration or promotion at this time. I mean, there's no pentacles here in your reading, so it could be that you're given a service award or you are noticed for whatever it is that you do and given some sort of recognition for it as well. I will pull some cards to see about pentacles for you. Ultimately, the World card and the Six of Wands indicates that you will be offered something for your greatness in your role or your dedication to whatever it is that you do. But a lot of you are thinking about the end of something or finalizing something. Now, of course, because you're very productive, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you work for a company, this is about getting the job done. And I feel like you're a very high functioning individual who is achieving a lot. And I feel like you have very high expectations of yourself. The World card indicates that you're doing a really great job, and it's almost like this final push to the end of the year. So I feel like you're getting projects finalized or you're finishing tasks that you have in motion, and then you're on to the next, okay? But a lot of you may be transforming the way that you work or thinking about transforming the way that you work. Some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, especially since you have so many international cards here, you have the King of Swords and you have the World card, it can indicate that you're thinking about going global, or you're thinking about like migrating your skills or migrating your business overseas. Could be that there's better financial opportunities for your business overseas. These may be things that you're just thinking about right now before you take action on them. And some of you, if you're on social media, because the King of Swords is kind of like a social media card, it connects to the ether, the internet. It can be that you have an idea that you want to put out there online, and it will be seen by people across the world, okay? So I definitely see that whatever it is you do, some of you may feel like you are in the shadows or that you go unnoticed, that you have a lot on your plate right now, you're super busy, and you may feel that you kind of blend in with the background, that nobody really appreciates what you do. But I actually see that a lot of people love what you do, but this card indicates the most important thing over the next coming weeks is, do you love what you do? And that Queen of Cups can indicate as well that some of you must transform the way that you work because you're overstepping a boundary, or someone in your working environment is overstepping a boundary. This card is about healthier working boundaries in your environment, because it can indicate that you love what you do, so you tend to go above and beyond, but you must have a healthy cutoff point. You must be really honest with yourself. A lot of you are drained. Some of you may feel as well, because you have the Death card and the Fool card in the Resistance position, you may feel that you're looking at your skill set right now, looking at the things that you love doing, but you may feel like you've hit a glass ceiling or plateau in whatever it is that you are doing right now. So even if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you may feel that the ideas or the thing that you do has kind of like got to a stage where it can manage itself, or you may feel that the idea has run its course, you can't do anything more with it. Doesn't mean you're going to end it. It means that you are now looking for new ideas. You're brainstorming, trying to keep things interesting for you. And if you work for a company, it could be the same, that you feel, you've done everything you can with the role that you are in, but you're trying to find new interesting ways to keep things fresh for you in particular, but also looking at your skill set and seeing how far you've come and where you want to take things to the next stage. This is about you honoring what you have to offer. You're really talented and gifted at what you do. And as you can see, that Queen of Cups, she's holding the golden chalice. So you have the skill set, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how, and it's now about where do you give that knowledge? Where do you put that energy? And if you feel like something has run its course, or you feel something needs to change in your working environment, I feel like you're setting the changes in motion yourself. A lot of you with that Chariot card in the Resistance position, you've been thinking about leaving a position for a long time, but you're not going to do it until you find an opportunity to launch yourself towards. And that's really clever, because I feel that you're moving in from one position to another. So even if you're deciding to stay where you're at right now, for some of you, there is a promotion on the horizon for you, but I feel it will not really come in until 2025 now for you. It may be something that you've been promised, but it's like the dangling carrot. It's always been, on the other side, and you can't quite reach it, but it will be finalized. It will formulate into something tangible and real, but as we close out the year or into 2025 itself, okay? You you may hear about it, but I feel it won't be something that you actually step into until 2025 is what I see there. Now, we have the Princess of Wands, and this is the equivalent of the Page of Wands. So this is about reigniting your passion for something. Some of you are actually doing a creative passion project on the side that you will finalize and be ready to launch it very, very soon. I see some of you launching it before the end of the year, but this is really about new projects or being bold and daring in your work. And it's a very explorative card. So some of you could be exploring your options right now, or you could be just exploring new ways of working. I see a lot of you looking at new electrical products, for example, like new laptops or new software that can help you in your endeavors. It can also indicate that you're really passionate about what you do, and you're taking on new projects and new clients at this time, and you're fully in the flow of being productive. And also, this card is an indication that you're eager to move forward on something. Some of you may also consider getting advice on a move or a launch about whatever it is that you're doing. Could be that your company is about to launch a new department, or launch something with a new client, or a new merge, because we have the Chariot card there. So it can indicate there's a merge between companies, and although you may feel a little bit like it's an end of an era, it also feels like it's the beginning of opportunity. Now, for some of you, you could hear about a company restructure. Even if you're an entrepreneur, some of you could be changing location. So it could be that you decide to work from home, for example, over the next coming weeks, or some of you, you're going to hear that your company is deciding to relocate or refurbish in some way. There seems to be a big reshuffle going on there, and one person in particular who is integral to the industry that you work in, or to your entrepreneurship, I feel like they're leaving. So it could be that you utilize a goods or a service from someone if you're an entrepreneur, and suddenly they say that they're giving the helm to someone else, they're stepping down, or they're relocating. It just feels like there is a shift or a change, and you're going to have to be flexible with that. I feel like you'll still remain in contact with that person. So I feel there's a good working business alliance there. But also, this card indicates when it comes to your industry and your passion, it feels very much like you are brainstorming new ideas, and also pages bring news. So I feel there's an energy here of you receiving some good news that you're going to be eager about, that you're going to love, and it transforms everything. So I feel the next 6 weeks is all about news coming in, but the action part, it feels it's either at the end of the year or, as we move into 2025. Now we do have the Fool card, and it's in the resistance position. So some of you may feel like you haven't reached your full potential in a certain role, but that's all about to change. Anything that's in the resistance position turns into the upright as we move through the next 6 weeks. But this can indicate that some of you have been feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit low vibe. You may have felt a little bit unenthusiastic, or you've lost your motivation. Perhaps if you work in a company, it could be that there's low workers' morale right now. But as you start to move into December, that will change. It just feels like there's a nicer vibe there, people working together. If you're an entrepreneur, I see that you're doing a lot, and a lot of you are doing a lot by yourself. So some of you may think about outsourcing certain aspects of your business, whether it's to get a PA or outsource your accounts at this time. Or for some of you, it could be that you're thinking about utilizing a service that helps you make your business run smoothly so that you can have more time for you. Some of you may even think about hiring at this time. And on a personal level, financially, there's an energy here of second streams of income. So some of you may actually open yourself up to a seasonal role, or think about freelancing during this period. And some of you may also launch like a different branch of your business, diversifying whatever it is that you do so you can bring in more money. And I see that some of you, if you're deciding to stay where you are at a company, I see a bonus energy coming in. You're heralded for something. There's something being offered to you that's really nice. It feels fresh. You're enthusiastic about it. It feels like there's good vibes as you close out the year. And the Fool card can indicate that it's a fresh new start. So for some of you, fresh new starts can be something really simple, like new projects, new clients, new service providers, internet providers, for example. If you feel the services that you're utilizing right now are not up to scratch or up to standard, because I get a really strong energy here of you holding yourself to higher standards, and therefore you're also holding other people and service providers to those standards. And if you're not getting what you need at this time, I feel like there's a restructure. The Death card tells me that you're in the business of changing right now, and that you want to follow your heart, your passions, and you're restructuring your working day or schedule in order to get the best out of whatever it is that you do. Now, a lot of you, you're so looking forward to next year. It's like you're so over 2024. It's been a challenge. I feel a lot of you are feeling this heaviness. And I feel as you launch yourself into 2025, I feel there's so much good energy around you. But I also feel that energy is around you in 2024 as well, as you start to close out the rest of the year. This is a card, of course, of beginnings. So I see like something new being offered to you, or some sort of good news that puts a spring in your step. And a lot of you are launching new business ideas, or you're actually launching new endeavors, maybe your own entrepreneurship, because I'm going to pull a card on it because there's two people here. So the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords, it can be that there's business alliances, new business alliances being formed. So if you're an entrepreneur, it could be a networking opportunity where you are really heralded as someone who is a force to be reckoned with. People want to know you. They want to get connected to you in the business. They see you as a pro. But also it could be, these are aspects of self, that you're going from Queen energy to King energy, which is promotion vibes. And it could be something that has been on the back burner for some time, but you may hear about it. Okay, it's almost like you're preparing yourself for the next stage, or a new grade. It could be a new pay grade or a new title. But some of you are thinking about launching your business, and this international energy. King of Swords is international energy. So I just want you to be aware of that. I'm just going to pull a card on these two people to see if this is a connection with another person. The World card and the Star. So this is about you promoting your work. It's also you being very productive. I feel like some wishes are coming in there, but ultimately this is about you focusing on what needs to be done to tie up loose ends. I feel like you are starting projects, finishing projects, you're in the flow of productivity. But also, because we have the King of Swords here, I'm picking up an energy of a potentially difficult encounter with a person. So it could be someone who is very stressed, someone who perhaps is micromanaging you, someone who's a little bit snappy. I feel with the Star energy and the World card, this person may try to make amends at the end of the year. This is an energy, because the Star, of course, is healing. When you have the King of Swords in the resistance position, it can indicate a person who crosses a mark, someone who is unfair, someone who is trying to stifle progress. This could be also a difficult client, someone who needs to learn how to articulate their needs from a healthy place and not express themselves with anger. Also, I would say if you are going to some sort of industry event, if there is some sort of like office party, or if there is a networking event that you go to, there could be someone who gives you unwanted attention, okay? And this person, I would say, don't tell this person that you're thinking about leaving the company, or that you're thinking about giving in your notice, because I feel there's an energy here of this person and indiscretion. It feels like they will tell your business. You have the High Priestess there, so it's like keep any moves that you're making in your industry to yourself until you're ready to launch it or ready to act on it, okay? Because this person, it's like they like to find out people's secrets, and they are a bit of a sneak, whoever this person is, so just watch out for that. But these two cards indicate you being seen by people in positions of authority, wanting to be heralded. I feel there's an energy of success around you. There's a victory wreath on that World card. So I feel like the end of the year is a particularly successful time for you, where some of you may have appraisals during this time, or have important meetings at this time, where people are taking stock of the work that's been done for the year and then thinking about what's next. So you could be strategizing in a meeting this month, or for some of you, it could be, if you're an entrepreneur, you're actually planning next year. I feel like you're very futuristic at this time, thinking about what needs to be done now to set yourself up for the year ahead. But the Star energy indicates that you're in the spotlight for recognition, success. And for some of you, if you are creative, I really get a sense here that, this could be your defining moment where you step into the spotlight, fame or recognition or reward, people seeing your goods and services, or you and your reputation going from strength to strength. So whatever industry you're in, I feel like you're being seen. And I feel there's some good energy around you where you will celebrate at this time. I also feel the end of the year is a little bit more balanced when it comes to work, because I'm being given this energy of tick tock with a clock. I'm seeing the hand, the small hand of the clock ticking away. So this can indicate that a lot of you are thinking about deadlines or time sensitive energy. And I feel like you may put yourself under a lot of pressure and feel like you're up against it, but I feel like you're going to be on target and get a lot of your projects done. And you're going to feel really proud of yourself. Now, we've got the Chariot card here. Some of you are just biding your time, working really hard, keeping your nose to the grindstone until you can activate a vacation or a trip away. Some of you are working really hard to make sure everything is done before you go. If you're training someone to do something whilst you're away, I see that actually they do quite a good job, but you will spot a mistake on your return, okay? I want you to be aware you'll revisit something and correct it. So I feel this person, though, whoever tried to, do whatever it is you do while you're away, I feel like their heart is in the right place. And I feel like they try and do what they can with the role, but I feel like they're just not a pro like you, okay? And I feel like you will be missed. So that's coming through there as well. Now, with the Chariot card in the resistance position, and it will go into the upright, just like the rest of the cards, I feel a lot of you have been feeling a little bit stuck. Same old thing, just a different day. And that's why you are brainstorming, trying to find new ways of working, or even putting your resume out there for new opportunities. So I feel it's kind of this review energy that I've got coming through, where you're thinking about where you're at right now and where you want to go. And I feel there's a lot of movement at the end of the year. So either a lot of you are giving in your notice because we've got the death card there. It can indicate that you've got a new endeavor to go to, or some of you are launching, new branches to your current business, or you're actually launching an entrepreneurship, becoming your own boss. This is going to be very successful, is what I see. The Chariot card is all about your vision. It's about your dedication, your tenacity, your drive. And you're the sort of person, as I said, you're here to get the job done. I do see some of you, there may be some delays in whatever it is that you do. A lot of it's going to be delayed emails or communication, okay? I see that you could be waiting on a person to do whatever it is that you do, but I feel like eventually you may have to chase this person for the email or the documents or the information you need before you get it, and then, the ball is rolling and you can move forward. But also I feel that you love to pick up new skills and learn intricate details about your role, and that really sets you apart from other people. And I feel this card is like you getting moving in a certain direction to set yourself apart from others. Because I feel with this Chariot card, this is all about your vision taking shape, but also you triumphing in a role, being seen and harnessing your energy. Now, in terms of your personal finances, I see a lot of you trying to implement new budgets or strict kind of spending habits, because this card is a card to indicate that you're keeping a tight rein on your finances. And with that Page of Wands there, it can indicate that you find like a new app that helps you really organize your ingoings and your outgoings, as it were, or your spending habits. For some of you, there is an energy here of finding a new like financial service, like a financial institution to house your finances that has better interest rates, and you may be enthusiastic to migrate some of your finances to that in order to increase your wealth. But also there could be like a financial incentive to move your money from one financial institution to another. Always do your due diligence, of course, but I feel like you benefit from this, whatever this is. Random that that's coming through, but it is. Now also the King of Swords, it's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. But a lot of you, this energy, the Death card, the Chariot card, and the High Priestess with the King of Swords in reverse can be that you're working on something as a sideline that you're not talking about, or you're kind of like in secret squirreling away on ideas, and when you're ready to launch it, then you will kind of reveal all. I would say protect your ideas at this time, especially if you are someone who is micromanaged in a career environment. Make sure that you put your own personal stamp on it, Or because when I touch the Chariot card, I'm being given an energy of sending an email to 2 people. So it could be that if you have a boss who micromanages or tries to take your ideas as their own, then I see you with this idea. If you have to give it to your boss, I see you copying someone else in. So it could be HR, or it could be a governing body, or maybe it's your boss's boss that you copy in, just to highlight that you had the idea, and it kind of like takes the wind out of your boss's sails if they're that sort of person. But if you're an entrepreneur, I would say, you are someone who garners a lot of interest. People see you as a rival or competition. And I would say patent or copyright your inventions or your ideas at this time, because there is a potential here for someone to try and either stall what you do or get there before you. So I would just be a little bit mindful of that. But ultimately, King of Swords in the upright energy indicates a lot of you will have a meeting or a discussion with someone, and the conversation is very important. I feel like you're having your needs met, or you're speaking your truth in a position, and I feel that you get to negotiate better deals, okay? For some of you, you may feel that something that's offered to you is not what you're hoping for, so you may actually negotiate that better deal there as well. So if you're going for an interview for a new role or a new endeavor, for example, I see that some of you, if you're asked what kind of salary you're looking for, always ask for more than you really want, okay? And of course, within reason, but that gives the other party an opportunity to negotiate you down. And you'll be negotiated down to the actual salary that you want, and then the other party feels like they were in charge and in control of offering the salary. So I feel a lot of you very clever in your tactics in whatever it is that you're doing. And it's the same with if you are meeting with a client, for example, or you are an entrepreneur and you put your services out there. Some of you, especially with the Queen of Cups, sometimes, especially if you're a creative, you don't know how to price your work. And I'm being given an energy of do not undersell your talents at this time. The price is the price. And if you feel that people are not taking the price as it is, I feel like you may put the price up a little bit, but you may offer like a discount, and that discount actually is the price you really want for it. So it will garner more attention. So that's coming through there as well. So please take it as it resonates. Now, the outcome energy, we have the High Priestess. You're very instinctive. You're naturally gifted at whatever it is that you do. Some of you may even be thinking about launching a second stream of income that is more holistic. So it could be that you're thinking about a spiritual line of work or something that benefits others in some way. It could be that you're thinking about going into yoga or Pilates. You may be training to do something like that, or you may be going into a more creative endeavor where you tap into your higher self. These ideas are coming from your channeled higher self. So please pay any attention to these ideas, because they're going to help you be even more successful than you already are. Now, also, I feel some of you may hear something on the grapevine. This next 6 weeks is what I'm being given, and it kind of puts you in a really good position. I see a lot of changes going on, a lot of exits in your industry. There's a lot of reshuffling going on, merges and changes there. But I actually feel that you will celebrate something that is great for you. You get the best out of it. So if there are restructures going on in your industry and you decide to leave a position for another role elsewhere, it feels like you may hear about people being disgruntled, but you got out just in time, for example. Or for some of you, it could be that there is a merge going on, but ultimately it opens up new roles for you to grow in the sector that you're in. But also that High Priestess indicates that you are reprogramming. Now, interesting that I said that suddenly, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing reading, and I was hearing tick tock, so a lot of time sensitive deadlines going on. You will reach your targets, but also I see here coding, lots of code going on. So some of you may be learning about programming or coding. I don't know anything about that. So I'm just seeing lots of numbers and data going on there. So it could be that you're running data checks or data checks, depending on how you say that word. And I feel there's an energy of just taking stock, reviewing things, learning new things. But ultimately, I feel the measure of success starts within the self first, okay? You are a talented, gifted person, and I see lots of rewards coming towards you, but it feels like as you close out the year, you get that recognition or you get that bonus. The World card indicates that you close the year on a high, okay? Also, you learned a lot of lessons. I feel some of you are opening yourself up to new skills as well. The World card, when you get it regarding a career or money situation, it can indicate that you're in the right place and the universe is going to send the right opportunities towards you in divine timing. Deep down, you know that. Now, also, we have the Six of Wands there. This is about being seen, heralded for something that you did. This is also a card that indicates on a personal level that you achieve your goals. This is a promotion card, okay? So a lot of you, if you are in training for upskilling, I see that you're coming to the end of your training. You may get a qualification or a certification, and you will step into a new pay grade or a new title as you rise through the ranks. But also this card can indicate that you're going to be seeing the results of whatever it is you've been investing your energy in. This is prosperity. So getting a good appraisal if you work for a company, or being given some sort of message by a client that really appreciates what you do for them. But also I feel this is like a reward. So for some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you make more money than you're expecting and you're able to give yourself like an extra dividend or a bonus. Or if you are working for a company, it could be a bonus that you're offered and you just feel really proud that you did a job well done. There's just this energy around you of like service award where you went above and beyond, and I feel like you will be recognized for that, okay? I'm just gonna pull one more card before I close your reading. Yeah, lots happening, fast-paced. Knight of Swords energy is lifestyle changes. So it could be changes within your working environment that benefit you. Also, this is about speaking your truth. I feel it's a faster pace. And I also get an energy here of you being very money savvy, instinctive with your understanding about business and finances. When you get this card connected to wealth, it means that you're going to be doing well. You know, keep going the way that you are because you're doing great and you're making an impact in your career. And there is news coming your way. It's fast-paced news that will rush in quite quickly, and it changes everything is what I see. Some of you may also be thinking about a change of direction, okay? And whatever path you decide to take, it will be very lucrative for you because you are being very instinctive at this time. Now I'm just going to close your reading. We have Simple Living, we have Release Control. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. As I mentioned earlier, I feel some of you are keeping a tight rein on your finances in order to save. So we have Simple Living there. Hope you can see that card and the camera is not blurred. Simple Living. So it says here, no worries, everything that you need will be provided. Just enjoy your life, okay? So this is about living in the moment, the present moment, and recognizing that you're doing a really good job. But some of you may be just a bit nervous about the changes that are going on in your industry, but you're protected and directed as necessary. We've also got Release Control, okay? Now I also feel that there's an energy here of you being micromanaged by somebody, and I feel like they will release control, but it is connected to you copying in a second person on an email. Even if you're an entrepreneur and someone is trying to like hustle you into a certain thing or pressurize you into a certain decision, you adding this second person, whoever that person is, it's going to be different for everyone. It suddenly lets that person know that you are a force to be reckoned with and you are willing to expose their behavior, or you're willing to protect whatever it is that you are working on by involving another person, okay? Now it says here, let go of inhibitions and let your authentic self shine. Know your true worth. And that definitely came up in this reading. Do not sell yourself short. And I feel like you're checking in. That's the review period where you're looking at what you have to offer and what the outcome is. And if you feel there's no reciprocity, I feel a lot of you are thinking about shaking things up a little bit. We've also got free yourself. Okay, and it says here, work to pay off your debt, unlock earning potential, and open to prosperity. So a lot of you are focusing on your repayment plans because you've got the Death card there and the Fool card can indicate a lot of you are really close to paying off debts or repayment plans, or just reshuffling the way that you pay debt. It feels like you free yourself up a little bit, so you have more money for you to play with there and more money to save. And, oh, I've just said that one. We've also got here endurance. It may be a long journey, but it's a beautiful way to go. Patience is rewarded. So physical, tangible results you will see by the end of the year. And you should be really proud of yourself, because I feel even though you've been exhausted and feeling that, for some of you there as well, with that King of Swords in a resistance position and the Chariot card, I feel like you've been pushed and pulled in so many different directions. You've had so much on your plate, and you're working really well with the resources that you have. Even if you feel that you've not been supported, I feel like you've been pushing on through. So you may have been enduring a lot of difficult energy, but you are growing through your career, learning how to manage stress levels as well. And I feel some of you, because we have an energy here of the Queen of Cups, it can indicate some of you have had hormonal related fluctuations as well, and you may have been dealing with a bit of brain fog occasionally, and you've just been managing a lot. But know that you're pushing through this, and as you move into the new year, things just get clearer and easier for you as well, and it's a nicer pace. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or ring before I close your reading. I'm loving this. So we have an envelope, and there's lots of hearts there coming out. So this is good news, something that you're going to love. Big communications coming in for you. And thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm being given its actual physical envelope. Okay, so normally we get communication via email, but there could be an official document or some sort of hard copy mail that comes in, and this is where the good news is at. So either it's a qualification certification, or perhaps it's notice of a bonus. And it feels like a hard copy envelope there. We've also got the owl, which is, of course, new knowledge coming. Owls, they are so beautiful. They, witness everything in silence. But, and I feel some of you may discover something that perhaps was not meant to be discovered, but I feel like you correct it, or you may expose it for some of you. But the owl is new knowledge, okay? And it's also about keeping your eyes peeled for new opportunities. And I feel like you're someone who already has a lot of wisdom and knowledge in your career sector, but I feel like you are building upon that. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you, my beautiful Pisceans. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel, completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell, lets you know when I update my next message, lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisceans, and love and light.